Hello everyone, welcome to Article Motion, articlemotion.com. And I'd like to introduce you to the segment of Article Motion called the Strong Bond Tree, the Family Strong Bond Tree. I decided to give this presentation because I think it is very important for us to realize how important family unit is and each individual contribution to that stronghold or to that dynamic. And when I said family, I don't mean just your biological family or your immediate family, so to speak, your biological family. Or I meant your unit, as in the military, your individual unit, meant your organization, your company. We all have this relationship or form this relationship that categorize one way or another. For example, in the military there are a lot of units, and we look at each other as a family, and in order to complete a mission we have to depend upon each other to complete that mission. Because in my opinion, a broken soldier is a broken mission. So, I believe it is very important for leaders, even though everyone is a leader in their own individual rights, but in this case I'm speaking about commanders, to recognize and utilize each individual soldier's strength and use it to the best of their ability to successfully complete the mission. And as for companies, that is the same thing. As for the family, same thing. In each family dynamic, as family structure, each individual in the family unit should respect and recognize each individual's space, each individual's strength, talent, and use it or allow them to use it to the best of their ability. Take a look at this tree. I call it the Family Strong Bond Tree. For instance, this art, the top of the tree, represent higher power, whatever higher power one's worship. In my opinion again, I believe that no one can successfully reach self-actualization without going beyond a power or deeper within, upon reach to a power higher than him or herself. You have to, in my opinion again, mix spirituality with your belief or whatever other belief you have in order to reach that self-actualization. Ultimate. That you see here, the larger hearts represent head of household. Could be mother, could be guardian. Sometimes some also are run by just grandparents. And again, it could be leaders or employers rather of a company, organization, or commanders of unit, in this case in military. So even though I believe that everyone are leaders in their own individual rights, but these two larger arts represent those that deem to be the head of household. Could be mother, father, grandparents, commanders, employers. Okay. And even though they are head of household or sits there on top, They cannot and should not complete or attempt to complete the planning of a mission by themselves. Because without the incorporation or the input of these small arts, which represent other members of the families, could be extended families also, friends, or employers, or stakeholders, or individual soldiers, planning a mission without the input of these other individuals is a failure in itself. So, as I said, these small arts represent friends, families, employers, or employees rather, or individual soldiers. As I said before, every single one of us have a certain talent, I believe, that can be utilized to the success of a mission, or can be utilized to a certain level that will contribute greatly to the success of a mission. These arts that is barely hanging on the tree represent baggages that we tend to hold on to, that we know is not good for us, but we know deep within that we still hold on to them. Could be bad relationships, but could be failure of success or attempts, could be bad blood that you have with another person, and you tend to hold on grudges. But you know, in order to hold on to, while holding on to the grudges, your success is stagnant, but you still continue to hold on to those grudges. Or, like for example, an employer or employee, or employer rather, the way you do things here in Rome may not work in Germany. The way you do things in America may not work in Australia, because you tried it and you failed, but you tend to hold on to that method and carry it over in Rome. And guess what you did? You create bad blood in Rome again. So this should also represent all the dynamics, whether it's the organization, the unit, as in the military, or your family dynamics. These arts that fell off the tree represent baggages that we think, but deep within us, we still carry those individual scars, or that become baggages in our lives. And in the end, those baggages damage our relationship, and relationship could be covered with, as well as with your biological family, or with your family, so to speak. So sometimes baggages also cause us to be blind of what we ought to see. For example, you go into another relationship, and because of those scars, allow others to believe that you let go of, but you still hold on to, which are these three arts that fell off the tree. You tend not to respect the individual that needs to be respected. So, again, let go of those baggages. Respect each individual identity in a relationship. Respect each individual contribution in a relationship, whether it be your employee, or your soldier, or respect yourself. Find your own groove, so to speak, your own strength. Realize how you can contribute to the dynamics of which you belong. Realize how you can contribute greatly first to the success of yourself, whereas how you can reach an even closer self-actualization. When you know what you got, you will know how to work it to the best of your ability and contribute strongly to the stronghold of the Strong Bond 3. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Hope you get something from that. And come back to articlemotion.com.